Investigation Hub also brings the ability for users to generate their own findings to complement those that are automatically generated by drone. This is super useful because it means that you're not relying solely on findings generated by drone, but you now have the ability to add your own findings to a particular investigation. In the case that we have on the screen right now, if I right-click on a particular evidence item, I'll notice that one of the options is to mark this item as a finding. The first thing I have to do is to map this to the existing findings that we have. Everything has to align with the high, matched, medium, or low findings currently used by drone. So in this case, I'll make this one high. And then the second mandatory field here is to actually describe why this might be a finding. In my case, I'm going to be slightly lazy and just call it a test finding. I can then choose whether or not I want to make this finding have the path displayed here. I can choose whether or not I want to include a date and timestamp to associate with this particular finding. So I'm going to choose the start time here. And then I can select if I know or I want to map this to a MITRE ATT&CK technique or procedure. I can do that. They're listed here. And I could perhaps select one of these. Or in fact, you can add multiple by adding more than one. Select OK. And then I can see that this is my finding. So I'm going to have the finding is called test finding. It's going to be marked as high. There's the path of the actual finding itself. And I'm including this particular timestamp, which is the start time, along with some MITRE ATT&CK mapping to associate with it. If I click OK now, what I'll notice is I got the successfully created banner up the top of the page. And on the left-hand side over here under finding type, I can see that I have a high finding now associated with this particular entry. If I scroll across the details page, I can see all of the information known about this particular item. And what I can now see is also under this column, I can see that the finding was created by me. And in fact, one of the things you can do here is if you have multiple findings, particular case, you can sort the columns so that it appears, putting all of those with entries at the top of this.